Good morning, viewers. I am Dr. Pavan Poddar, Consultant Interventional Cardiologist at Yashoda Hospital, Malakpet. Today, we will be discussing some aspect of management of heart disease in this current COVID pandemic. There are many diseases or conditions which can affect the heart. Today, I am going to talk about two important and most common conditions. The first is coronary artery disease. We know that the heart is the pump of the body. It pumps the blood to all the tissues and organs of the body, and through the blood, the tissues and organs they receive oxygen and glucose, which is essential for survival of each tissue and organ in the body. So the heart is made up of muscle which works continuously to pump the blood. This muscle derives energy through blood vessels called as the coronary arteries. So some people because of a lot of risk factors such as diabetes, hypertension, increased cholesterol, physical inactivity, genetic predisposition, they will develop blockages in these vessels, and this is what leads to coronary artery disease. Coronary artery disease can present in many ways. It can present as chest pain on walking, which we call as angina. Some patients, the blockage is very extensive. They have 95 to 100% blockage. That time it presents as a heart attack, what we call as myocardial infarction. The other important condition which we see commonly is known as the heart failure. Heart failure is when the pumping capacity of the heart decreases. This can happen because of many conditions. It can happen because of coronary artery disease. It can happen because of valve problems. It can happen because of other conditions called cardiomyopathies. So the heart becomes weak. Here the patient develops symptoms of breathlessness on walking. They will have swelling in the legs. They will have abdominal pain and so on. Most common symptoms of heart disease are chest pain, breathlessness, palpitations. Sometimes patient can have fainting episodes also because of heart problem. Some patients can have swelling in the legs also because of heart problem. Different heart conditions will present with different symptoms. Patients who present with heart attack, they generally come with a severe chest pain which is generally central in location. It is very severe, as if a very heavy weight is placed on the chest. Along with the pain, they will have profuse sweating. Some of them can have vomiting. Sometimes the pain can radiate to the left hand from the chest. Some patients it can radiate to the jaw, it can radiate to the ears also. Some patients it can radiate to the stomach also. Other important symptom is breathlessness. Many patients, many times diabetic patients, female patients, they don't have pain during heart attack. Many of them come with only symptoms of breathlessness. This breathlessness many times it is more in the lying down position. Some patients in advanced stage of heart failure, they will come with swelling in the limbs. They will have abdominal swelling also. They will have facial puffiness also, and they will have symptoms of breathlessness, symptoms of palpitations also. This is, I think, a very relevant question in this pandemic. The most important symptoms which should make you rush to the ER are chest pain, any burning sensation or pain in the center of the chest, along with profuse sweating or vomitings, even unusual breathlessness at rest or on minimal exertion, or even if you have any fainting episodes at home, you should rush to the ER. What we have seen in this pandemic, people are scared or to go to hospital because of the COVID situation. They are scared of contracting the virus if they go to hospital. So what we have seen recently, many patients with heart attack, they remain at home. They don't visit the ER in the right time. Many of them come after 2 or 3 days. This certainly increases the mortality. Earlier we used to see about 5 to 10% of patients used to die because of heart attack. But now we are seeing, because of this delay in presentation, the mortality because of heart attacks is much more than what it was earlier. So I request all patients to come to the ER if they experience any of these symptoms. All hospitals are functioning. All cardiologists are available. We will take care of you if you come to the ER in a timely fashion. As I have said earlier, basically our heart is a pump. It is made up of a bag of muscle which works tirelessly, continuously without any rest. This muscle actually needs blood supply to function continuously. And whenever there's a problem in the blood supply, a patient develops what is known as the heart attack. When the blood supply in any vessel is cut off, 100% blocked, they develop what is known as heart attack. So once the blood supply is cut off, the muscle doesn't immediately become dead. It takes some time for the muscle to become dead. So this is what is known as the golden period. Mostly for the heart, it is around 6 hours. So if the vessel remains completely blocked for 6 hours, after 6 hours the muscle starts dying. So this is the golden period. If we treat the patients within these 6 hours, if we remove the blockage, clean the vessel, restore the blood supply, most of the muscles will regain life. They will come back to their normal function. So that's why this 6 hours is very important. It is very important to recognize the symptoms of heart attack and go to the hospital immediately, so that the doctors can take care of your blockages and they can heart muscle come back to normal. This is a very relevant question. Many patients generally they are confused between heart attack and cardiac arrest. Many times we are asked the same question by many patients and their relatives. Generally, heart attack is when the blood supply to a part of the heart muscle is blocked. That is what is known as the heart attack. Patient generally during heart attack they will experience severe pain with breathlessness and other symptoms and sweating, as I have explained earlier. But cardiac arrest is when the heart stops. So all the patients ultimately will die because of cardiac arrest, whether they have any other condition, any respiratory condition, any neuro condition. When the heart stops beating, that is what is known as cardiac arrest. So that is the final pathway for all patients, whether they are cancer patients, whether they are the cirrhosis patients, whether they are any terminal lung condition patients. They will die ultimately when the heart stops. That is the final pathway. Heart attack and cardiac arrest are not the same. Heart attack patients' heart will continue to beat, but because the blood supply to a part of the muscle is blocked, they will be having symptoms of severe chest pain, breathlessness, sweating and other things. So cardiac arrest is when the heart stops. Whatever we know till now of this COVID pandemic, we know that the patients who have many comorbidities, like patients who have blood pressure, who have diabetes, patients who are known heart disease patients, they are at increased risk when they acquire this COVID infection. These patients will have a more severe disease. The chances of them dying because of COVID will be more compared to a general population which doesn't have all these factors. So what is important for heart patients and patients with BP and diabetes is to take utmost precaution, and they should try to, because there is no definite treatment for COVID infection, they should try their best to avoid contracting the infection. This they can do by practicing the measures which have been promoted by the government. They can maintain social distance, they can limit their visit out of home to bare minimum, and they can use the mask whenever they go out. They should use wash their hands frequently, use hand sanitizers. This is what they can do, because once they acquire the infection, it is going to be very severe and very fatal in these patients. Most of these patients, immediately after the implantation, they can develop some problem related to the implanted site. They can develop an infection, any swelling, any blood collection there. So they should watch the implanted site. If they notice any swelling in the implanted site, any redness, any itching, anything, they should visit their doctor. Later on, there are other problems that can happen because of these implanted devices. Sometimes the lead which is placed in the heart can move. At that time, pacemaker stops functioning or the ICD doesn't do its normal function. So sometimes patients can have fainting episodes because of that. So if they have any fainting episodes also, they should visit the doctor. Sometimes ICD patients, if they develop very fast heart beating, what we call as ventricular tachycardia, they will receive a shock from the device. So whenever they receive a shock also, they should visit the doctor. Doctor then can interrogate the device. He can check the device with the help of a machine and a special software. They can see what has happened and all, and they can optimize your medications and suggest other treatment as required.